Neighbors, what made you realize the friendly gossip was a menace? Brenda was the self-appointed queen of our cul-de-sac. She knew everything about everyone, who was getting a divorce, whose kid got a C on their report card, who was putting on a little weight. She delivered this information with a concerned smile and a plate of her famous lemon bars, making it feel like she was just looking out for you. My family became her favorite target after we put up a privacy fence. What are you trying to hide back there? She'd ask my wife at the mailbox, loud enough for others to hear. The gossip started small, whispers that our dog barked too much, that we left our trash cans out an hour too long. Then it escalated. She told people I'd lost my job, which I hadn't. She started a rumor that my wife was having an affair, which was absurd. We were losing friends. Neighbors who used to wave now just stared at the ground when we passed. We felt like prisoners in our own home. I tried confronting her, but she just played dumb. Oh, heavens no, I would never say such a thing. People must be twisting my words. She'd say, her eyes wide with fake innocence. The breaking point was when she called Child Protective Services on us, anonymously of course, claiming we were neglecting our kids. The 2 hours we spent with a social worker inspecting our home, interviewing our terrified 7-year-old, was the worst experience of my life. The case was closed immediately, but the damage was done. That's when I knew I had to stop her. But how do you fight a ghost? The answer came from a late-night drive. I was coming home from a business trip around 2 in the morning when I saw a car I didn't recognize parked a few streets over. As I passed, a man got out of the driver's side and Brenda got out of the passenger side. They shared a very long, very not neighborly kiss before she scurried back toward her house. Her husband, a long-haul trucker, was out of town. I knew because she complained about it to my wife for a week. I didn't have to follow the car. I just took a picture of the license plate with my phone. A simple public records search for $15 told me everything. The car was registered to a man who lived across town. A married man. A plan started to form, not of direct confrontation, but of poetic justice. I created a new, anonymous account on the neighborhood social media app. My first post was innocent. Has anyone seen a dark blue sedan like this in the neighborhood late at night? Just curious. I attached the picture of the car without the license plate visible. The comments exploded. Brenda herself was the first to reply. Oh my, how worrying. I hope nothing nefarious is going on, she wrote. A week later, I posted again, this time from a different anonymous account. Weird question, but does anyone know someone who drives a blue sedan? License plate 7KL349. A friend of mine is looking for the owner. I let that sit for a day, letting the neighborhood detectives do their work. Then the final move, I printed out a screenshot of the car owner's public social media page, his smiling face next to his wife and kids, along with a note that said, "Ask Brenda where he parks when her husband is out of town." I didn't sign it. I just put one in the mailbox of the 3 biggest gossips on the block, not including Brenda. The explosion was silent, but massive. The next day, Brenda's husband was home. His truck was in the driveway and 24 roses were sitting, wilted, on her front porch. We didn't hear from her for a week, and when we finally saw her, she looked like a ghost. She wouldn't make eye contact with anyone. Her reign was over. The gossip mill had a new target, and for once, it was grinding on someone who deserved it. She put her house on the market a month later, and the last I saw of her was the back of a moving truck, leaving our street in silence.